5 Stück. Wenn es der ist. Ja, der hat 5.
Was macht das?
Das macht, das covert die sozusagen in so eine Höhle fast. Ne? Also diese Smokes. Sobald du drin bist, sehen die halt nichts mehr, sozusagen. Aber da siehst du es.
Also wie Rainer, dieses Auge.
Ja, so
Genau, ja. Genau.
Du kannst da drin nicht planten, Alter. Schmutz.
Alter.
Fenrir brings the FNAP mine. It's
Okay,
a
mal hier
throwable
hin.
sticky gadget that can be deployed pretty much everywhere. Once it's deployed and it's activated, it can be triggered by an attacker that walks in its line of sight. Once it's triggered, the mine will release a toxin cloud. Everyone standing in it will be affected by the effect, which we call the fear effect. In short, the fear effect is essentially a curtain, an opaque bubble around you that limits your visibility range to a few meters. Past that, it's complete darkness. So when the round starts, Fenrir has all of his gadgets in his pocket. And when they're deployed, they're basically inert. They don't do anything and they're armored. So they can't be destroyed by bullets. They can only be destroyed by explosives. Aside from being there and looking mean, they really don't do anything. That is until Fenrir activates them with one of the 3 codes. He has 3 codes and 5 gadgets. So he has less codes than actual gadgets, so he needs to be mindful of which one he's going to activate and which one he will remain armored. Because once they're activated, they open up and they're no longer bulletproof. So they're very vulnerable to bullets, lasers, and obviously explosives. Once they're open up, they mean business, and it means that it can be triggered by attackers and affect them. So when you play as Fenrir, your goal is to survive as long as possible. So we made sure to give him a kit that will hopefully allow you to do so. If we look at the primary weapons, you have 2 options. The first one is the MP7.
Die andere eine
Classic,
Schrotflinte.
really powerful SMG, great for close, mid, and even long range.
Und kriegt die
encounters.
Pistol
So the second
Shotgun noch.
option is the SAS G12, which is a very strong, powerful shotgun that can deal a lot of damage in close range. Perfect to pair with the gadget, which essentially limits the visibility of the attackers. So you can really get close and personal with this weapon and deal a lot of damage. Secondary weapon, we have the Bailiff. It's a great secondary weapon that creates a lot of destruction for a pistol. Whether you pick the SMG or the
Kennen wir doch
shotgun,
schon.
you'll be sure to have a tool in your arsenal to reshape the map during the prep phase and set up your gadget the way you really want it. For secondary gadgets, we went for gadgets that will really synergize well with the operator's main ability. The first one is barbed wires. The FNAT will reduce the visibility, and the barbed wire will slow them down. His other option in terms of secondary gadget is the bulletproof cam.
Ja, ich weiß, was du meinst,
Again,
Shizu.
great synergy with the gadgets because you can use the bulletproof cam to keep watchful eye on your FNAT, and you can also use the bulletproof EMPs to disable any pesky attacker drone that might be coming in to destroy your gadgets. So Fenrir is a very flexible operator. It can be very useful for new players as much as for very experienced players. For new players, if you don't want to deal with having to manage and jungle with all the codes, you can just deploy your gadgets, activate them, and play them like a regular trap operator. If you want to be a bit more advanced and kind of trick the attack, you can really juggle with the codes, activate your gadgets when they need to be activated, deactivate them to protect them, do this dance of the mastermind kind of controlling where the gadgets are most effective and affect as many attackers as you can.
Mich erinnert es extrem
Keeping up
einfach
with
nur
the
an
synergy
Rainer.
between the operators and the gadgets,
Ja.
you have a lot of synergies with other operators. So like
Weil Rainer ist
Legacy
das gleiche Bild.
can combine
Passt.
their slowdown effect
Aber
with the
sieht halt
FNAT.
balanced
They'll
aus,
have
als
their
wäre es nicht
visibility
zu
reduced,
krank
and
aus.
also they'll be
Nö,
slowed
da du
down.
einfach
das-
zerschießen
They
kannst,
might be
sobald die
stuck
offen
in
sind,
this
ist es halt einfach.
thanks to that. Combining it
Mit der
with other
Clash.
operators like Thorn means that you can kind of catch these attackers in their moment of panic and hopefully deal them a lot of damage with these gadgets. Another group of operators that are very useful with Fenrir is
Hast auf jeden
the
Fall neue
intel
Lineups
gathering
dadurch, ey.
operators, like Valkyrie,
Ja.
like Pulse, like Solis. They're all very useful
Ja, bei
operators
Brava
that can
dachten
really
auch alle,
collect
die guten
as much
Meter.
intel as they can and share this intel with
Ja,
Fenrir.
stimmt, ne?
So Fenrir can be more aware of which one of his gadget needs to be activated in order to be.
Wenn
the
Brava
most
das aber hackt, kann sie es dann einsetzen?
operators that can
Das
be
weiß ich
a
nicht.
bit more sneaky
Das wäre geil.
could potentially get a bit
Kommt,
closer
wenn's
to
noch
the
die
victims
Wenn's-
and
wenn's offen
give
ist,
them a good
bestimmt.
scare, like, well, Caveran.
Ja, dann hat sie da auch ein Handy oder was?
So
Nee,
if
ich
you
schätze mal,
have
wenn
a
es schon
Fenrir
aktiviert
on the other
war.
team,
Das
you
ist
have a
so
couple
logisch,
options in
ja.
terms of
Also ich
counter.
schätze mal, das werden sie
The
aber
first
gleich noch
one is
zeigen.
the classic combo of IQ and Thatcher. that can be brought to deal with these FNAT.
Und direkt auf, ja.
So Finca is another very
Es gibt zu
interesting
viele
pattern.
EMP-Operators, also dementsprechend kann man das eigentlich gut.
She'll be able to kind of reduce the effectiveness
Oh.
of the,
Das dauert aber ziemlich lange.
Finca ist auch nicht schlecht, Alter.
Es reduced den Effekt, das macht den nur weniger.
Ja, ja.
Hebt nicht auf.
Stimmt.
Guck mal, der Bereich wird dann größer.
Mountain can trigger them and provide cover for the rest of the team to come in and destroy the FNAT that have been triggered. Since he has the shield, the visibility reduction is not the end of the world. He's still protected. And finally, you have Twitch and Zero that can be brought to hunt down all the activated FNAT and zap them with their lasers. We can't wait to see the strategies and kind of big brain plays that will come up with Fenrir. He's really an operator that can play with collecting information and removing information from the attackers. So we can't wait to see players run around activating, deactivating their FNAT and scaring attackers throughout the next season.
Finca ist useful. Finca ist die ganze Zeit schon useful. Finca
Der
ist
sieht aus wie Daniels Kapitalwaffe.
Ich finde Finca ist verdammt OP, Alter.
Oh.
So we can actually iterate upon it and we can actually fix bugs and issues much easier. We've gone
Hab ich auch
top
zwei.
floor all the way down and even out to the spawn points. This map is a very what we'd call
Twitch und Ella.
rework. It's a massive
Jetzt sind da
overhaul
keine
of
Windows
everything
mehr.
from the ground up exterior.
Oh, mein Nomad-Fenster ist immer noch da.
Everything's been touched. It's gonna feel the same, but there are a few surprises and a few tweaks. Everyone knew there was a problem with
Viel mehr
concept
verwinkelt, Alter. Ist das ekelhaft.
Das tut schon weh.
So we've gone through and we've looked at all of the lines of sights from the building to the spawns.
Oh.
And we've made it more comfortable for the attackers to actually approach and actually get into the building.
Ah ja,
What we've done
ja,
is we've looked at all of the lines of sights, i.e. all of the windows, all of the doors, anything that looks towards the spawn. And in certain cases, we've actually either put a blocker on the window, say some scaffolding, or we've actually removed the
Habt ihr schon
window
gesehen, wo
or
du
blocked
Spawn pieken kannst?
So anyone that was used to looking out towards garage and getting a cheeky angle, that angle's not there anymore. If you want to spawn peek, you're going to have to work an awful lot harder for it.
Jetzt muss man
There's a new
reingehen.
set of stairs, yellow stairs that go
Und das
all the way
ist eine
up,
Double
which
Wall,
aids
keine
in
Triple Wall mehr.
navigation, and especially if you need to switch between floors. The biggest change that players will notice is the exterior wall on the balcony.
Oh.
So you can actually hold the balcony and actually play with the ebb and flow of the attack and defense. You've got a chance to get in on the balcony now. A lot of things have changed on the first floor. A lot of walls
Oh,
have
God.
moved. Some new thematics. There's a new thing called exposition, which is actually a bomb site. So you have exposition piano as the bomb site.
Ja,
on the
interessant,
first
wie er die
floor.
Ding spielt, die Bugwaffe.
Entrance lobbies changed. Spiral stairs.
Das sind
You're
Devs, die
still
haben
going
keine
to
Ahnung.
recognize it. It's the same, but refreshed. A lot more cover and a lot more ways to actually.
Die wird sehr
approach the
Defender-lastig.
bomb site. It's less open.
Ja.
It plays
Bis jetzt sehe ich nur
much nicer
Defender-lastig.
than it did before. Everyone loves to hate
Nee,
garage.
glaube ich nicht mal so
Smoke
krass.
plant was everything. Every
Naja,
time
Digga,
you
du
watch
hast
this
eigentlich
map,
immer die
get played
Vorsicht,
in
ne,
Poland,
vor einer
in Poland,
Kali oder so,
that
dass sie von so einem
you know
Long
what's
Angle
gonna go
abaimen
down.
konnte. Jetzt
They're
musst du halt
gonna plant
komplett ans
behind
Tor
the
ran.
truck, they're gonna smoke,
Na,
and
Ben.
then they're just gonna hold it
Hi.
out on the exterior, and you're not gonna be able to counter them. Now you actually have to enter through a new room to
Hast du
get
nicht
from
den Touch,
garage to
Chibi?
the bomb site to actually be able to plant.
Der Breach ist halt
This
viel
means
entspannter
you
jetzt.
can't
Ja,
get
viel
into the
besser.
site,
besser,
you
ja.
have to enter the building.
Da
Same
kann man
thing
auch
if
mal
you're attacking
wirklich.
from server side.
Der Bienenmann.
There are lots of lines of sight,
oh,
and they will
Bienenmann.
hold on a really long angle. We've looked at the angles and we've cut them all down. The flow's a little bit different. The bombs are in different places. Not only is the garage changed with the big new entrance and the doorway through, there's a doorway to the side of it now that goes to
Also
yellow
ist echt
stairs.
attackerfreundlich,
It's
muss
always
ich sagen.
nerve-wracking for the team who didn't
Ich finde sogar
expect the
andersrum,
job.
weil die so
Looks
viele Sachen
amazing,
haben,
the
wo sich dahinter
artists look
anstellen
great,
können.
the lighting looks great. I think the players
Willst du nur
gonna
richtig
love it.
drohen?
So like Nighthaven, you can't ban Consulate. We want the players to be able to
You can't.
Oh, man kann die Map wieder nicht bannen,
navigation and
super!
artwork.
Nein.